titles are moving now. Some people say CIO will merge with CTO. Some people say that the CIO will become the chief AI officer. Some say it's the CTO. Some say it's going to be another role above all of those. But they all say one thing in common. If you want to hold the strategic part of AI adoption, then you will have to be the one that set the cards and propose. Usually the CEO won't be able to do this. So you have to orchestrate the C-suite.
Absolutely, yeah. Which is a completely new part of the CTO job, isn't it? Yeah. I suppose that in the past we've had paradigm shifts like smartphones and crypto and cloud computing, AWS, where all these things have come through, and especially cloud computing, for example. I remember way back in the day, in my first CTO role back in whatever it was, 2006. And AWS came out maybe a couple of years into that CTO role, and I suddenly was getting a huge amount of pressure to migrate everything and have that flexibility and so on and so forth. And I had to build, in my first CTO role, a business case for why we shouldn't do it at that point, but might want to do it further down the line. And it feels like this is the same situation again. So it's almost a cyclic thing that comes up every few years. There's a new paradigm. But maybe when we're talking to new CTOs about what the role means and what it is, we should be building in some of these understandings about the cyclical nature of these new technologies coming out and how they will need to build business cases for and against them. Trying to sell non-technical people on the risks and the dangers, and the fact that they've seen a bunch of stuff on YouTube doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for the company, and et cetera, et cetera. It's a whole new thing.
And I think that resistance comes from everywhere, and CEOs are also resisting the no's that CTOs are giving, right? This is the whole resistance field. And how can you influence these CEOs? Because in the end, that's the big challenge. Either if you are the CTO in your company, or if you're looking for a job as a CTO, it's the CEO you have to talk to, is that person. That person will have to want to work with you and want to delegate this level of decision-making to you. So it's about building trust with the CEOs. And there's also empathize with the pressures they are under. So asking openly about this is super important, either if you are in an interview or if you are employed. Have you considered asking your CEO what pressures are they under, and what are their biggest fear? Because in the end, resistance comes from fear. Everyone fears something.